Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do a daily check-in for today. We're going to use some overall oracle cards, some tarot to kind of check the current energy, then some fortune-telling cards, and then some tea leaf cards to bring her home. So just to let you know, I do have puppies around me, so please do ignore any snoring or pitter-pattering of tiny feet that you may hear. You just got to work with them. And let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and start out with the oracle cards. Now, I do the majority of my shuffling. That card was facing the wrong way. I do the majority of my shuffling off camera, and I, cleanse the cards in between, or clear the cards in between each reading. And then I shuffle and set my intention. So I don't like to do a lot of shuffling online. If you like that, sorry, I don't. Plus, I'm a crappy shuffler. So I'll just go ahead and do 3 shuffles. Cut the cards. And let's go ahead and begin. So I'm going to start at the bottom of the deck with peace. Love it. Community. Wow, that sucker keeps on showing up. And fork in the road. Okay. So, peace, self-explanatory. Either you are in a place where you are experiencing peace. To me, peace is like contentment, happiness, comfort, all those wonderful lack of negative energy things where you can just kind of sit there, and maybe even a little bit of joy where you can just even kind of sit there and feel at peace. Community, the need to be a part of something greater. I know during the pandemic, we've all lost that, whether it's from not being able to go to work, not being able to go to the gym, not being able to participate in our regular activities. I know I'm feeling it. I miss my community. Looking at someone through a screen or talking to them on the phone is not as good as, being right there. So I'm really excited about being able to catch up with work friends. I'll even make that doggone commute into the office. I'm even actually looking forward to going back into the office at least one day a week. I know we're all missing that. We need that. And then fork in the road, a decision. Could be like the 2 of Wands, the 2 of Swords, the Lovers. Any card with 2 is kind of like we have 2 choices, and may come up to the point where it is time or past time to make a decision. So let's go ahead and pull out the tarot cards and see what the messages are. We're kind of looking at current energy, or maybe like recent past, like, what happened last week, or, kind of what's our energy right now. And then also maybe, super near future, like the rest of today, or maybe the next couple of days, or maybe something to watch out for. Just, whatever messages, whatever kind of energy or activities are going on. Let's kind of see what the cards have to tell us. So just shuffled, and let me cut the deck. And I will pull the first one from the bottom. We have the Sun. Here comes the Sun. 8 of Cups, 7 of Wands, 6 of Wands, Strength, 5 of Cups. Interesting. Let's look through here and see what we have. So let me read these 3 cards. Interesting. Actually, looking at them in a whole, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 2 8s. We have 2 cups and 2 wands and 2 major arcana. So let's look and see. So in this row, we have the sun, happiness, bright prospects, sunflowers, could mean marriage, birth of a child. Just, I think it's one of the best cards in the deck. Then we have 8 of Cups, money problems, walking away from something. But it can also be walking towards something better. So let's keep that in mind. 7 of Wands. Look what a stance he's in. Holding his own, fighting frustration. But you know what I also like to look at the 7 of Wands as? Creating boundaries and standing your ground. So if we take these 3 cards in order, we have happiness, wonderfulness, the bombness, everything's wonderful. We have walking away from something and walking towards something better. And we have standing our ground and holding our boundaries or creating boundaries. Let's look at the next row to kind of see how this all ties in. So the 6 of Wands is good news, victory, like, yay, we did it, you know, like a completion, victory, good news, celebration. Strength, of course, inner strength, courage, you know, knowing who you are. The infinity symbol is just looking for a word. It'll come to me. But anyway, strength. And then the 5 of Cups. Losses, sadness, grief. But while 3 cups are spilled, there's still 2 cups standing. Sometimes when things go wrong, or what we perceive as wrong, you know, we could have brand new, beautiful flooring put in, and there's one little flaw in the corner in one room, and we're focusing on that can easily be repaired or fixed or ignored, while the whole house is just looking sparkling and beautiful and fresh and so much nicer. So 5 of Cups can also be perception. So let's see what this story tells. So I see dissatisfaction with the 5 of Cups. I see the need to stand your ground and enforce your boundaries, or maybe create boundaries. You may be in a situation, whether it's a relationship or a job, where they're like, hey, can you work overtime? You're like, sure. And you don't want to. You had plans, you're tired. Maybe you don't get paid for it or not paid enough. So you need to create boundaries or enforce your boundaries and stand your ground. And what that may lead you to is to walk away from a situation. It also could be a relationship where, you know, maybe something that the person is doing, or a habit that the person has, or just who the person is. You know, you're looking at the person and they do have good qualities, but there's just a couple of things. It's just a deal breaker for you. And you're like, you know what? It's not that bad. They haven't cheated on me. They're not a horrible person. I just can't stand to hear them chewing. You don't know what it is. Maybe they gossip. Maybe they tell your business. Maybe it's just something about them, and you just, you know what? You just can't. Maybe they're you've tried to salvage it, but there's just nothing can salvage, and you're like, you know what? Someone doesn't have to cheat on you or just be a horrible person for you to leave. I'm not happy. These are my boundaries. I'm going to leave and I'm going to walk away. And so you decide to walk away and go for something new. And again, there's still cups that are up. It's not horrific. It's just you want to be happy. Oops. You want to be happy, the sun. You know you can have it. You felt it before. You want peace. So you're facing a fork in the road. You need to make a decision. So you work with your community. Maybe you have a trusted friend or a trusted family member, somebody that you can talk to, and you're like, God, they're not horrible. They're not cheating on me. They're not spending all the money. Blah, blah. I'm just not happy. Maybe it's your mom. Maybe it's a sister. Maybe it's a good friend. And they say, do you know what? As sad as it will make that person for you to leave, as sad as you will be to leave, you deserve to be happy. Life is short. You could be gone next week. You want to get up to heaven and be all pissed off and be like, damn it, I should have left a year ago. But life is short, and you do deserve to be happy, and you do deserve to have peace. So you pull upon your inner strength, fortitude, courage, and you make that decision to walk away. And in your life, you have a victory. You feel good. You made a decision. You are victorious. It was hard, but you had strength, fortitude, inner fortitude to know that you deserve to be happy. You deserve the peace that you so much wanted. And you stood your ground. You made your decision. And you have the sun, and you have peace, and you have celebration. Inside of you, perhaps you go out with your friend and tie one on and have a good evening. Let's see what the fortune telling cards have. See, here's one that doesn't even have a third party, but sometimes it just doesn't work. Not always third party. Those do pop up a lot. I think that was 3 times. You guys keep me honest. Let's cut the cards. Take the first one from the bottom. The Maiden. A new relationship blossoms. Oh. The Mystic Circle. Your abilities will be enhanced. The Queen. Love and prosperity. Love it. So, I think self-explanatory, a new relationship blossoms. So you walk away from what was not fulfilling, and you have the opportunity for a new relationship, which is beautiful. Just make sure before entering into a relationship, it's okay to date. Please date. Go out. Meet a lot of people. Go out with your friends. Have fun, decompress, take some time to figure out who you are and what you want. And please, before you enter a new relationship, work on what didn't work before. Work on healing that and cleaning that up. Did this person always have, that you left, did that person always have that annoying habit that you were like, but I really want to be in a relationship. I really want a girlfriend or a boyfriend. and they're not that bad. They are fun and they do have these good points. But way back somewhere in the deep dark recesses of your mind, you knew what they did was a deal breaker. You knew that you most likely would not be able to live with it long term. But you went into the relationship going, well, it's just boyfriend, girlfriend. It's not that serious. You know, it's something I can put up with. It's something I can deal with. My friends, that is called settling. It's not fair to you, and it's not fair to them for you to do that. I'm not saying if you have a list of 20 things that this person has to meet all 20 criteria. I'm not saying be super picky and hold people up to, you know, unreachable standards. But I am saying to know that something is most likely a deal breaker, like wanting kids. They say they want kids and you're like, well, we're just dating, we're just going to live together, but you know you don't want kids. Well, 5 years later down the road, they're in love, you are their soulmate, you really do love them, you wouldn't mind being with them, but the whole kids thing is going to come up and it's going to be a deal breaker, and you knew that 5 years ago. So that's the kind of thing. Figure out who you are, what you want, create your boundaries, and stand your ground. And if you meet someone and they don't want kids and you do, you can go out for coffee, you could be friends, but that is eventually going to become a great big huge deal breaker. So anyway, look at that and work on that before you jump into a new relationship, please. Then the mystic circle, your abilities will be enhanced. You know, I love that. Any kind of abilities that you have to relate to a higher power, your inner self, your understanding of other people, like maybe you have the ability to really feel what other people are feeling. And you knew that this person in the old relationship was really falling for you. And so you had these like scales, like the scales of justice. And like I said, in the back of in the back of your mind, you knew, I really don't think this is going to work long term. But you just kept on staying there. But you could feel, you knew, you could like read this person's mind, that they were falling more and more deep, but you just kind of kept on, letting it happen. You were shutting down that knowledge. You were ignoring that knowledge. Enhance your abilities. Be empathic. Understand where other people are coming from and use that knowledge to help yourself create and be in balanced, honest relationships. And then finally, we have the Queen, love and prosperity. You go. You deserve it. Let's pull a couple of tea leaves. First from the bottom, Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Shrewdness to me is the ability to kind of read the room. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on top of the mystic circle. Your abilities to read the room and understand why people do the things they do, or why things go the way they do. From the top, 4-leaf clover, great and good fortune. Yellow. There you go. The Queen, love and prosperity. The 4-leaf clover, great and good fortune. Then fan, romance, celebration, partay. Hello. What do we have over here? We have victory, celebration. We have the maiden, a new relationship blossoms. And we have the fan, romance, celebration, party. And that's what you need right now, and that's what you deserve for what you've been through. just remember, just be honest with yourself and with other people. It really does save a lot of trouble in the long run. So anyway, if you like my content, please do like. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you are not subscribed, please do help me to grow my channel. And you can always turn on the notifications if you want to get an alert when I post more content. And just to let you know, not only am I doing these daily check-ins, I'll be doing weekly love readings, weekly messages from your higher self. I'll be doing monthly what to look out for in the next 30 days. I'm not exactly sure what it's going to be titled, but it's going to be something like that. And then I'm also looking forward to doing like some past life readings, like who were you in a past life, who are you with, what did you go through, and maybe how did what you went through, how does that affect you in the current day, that type of thing. I'm super excited for those. I'm waiting for a couple of more decks of cards before I kind of put that one together. But anyway, it's been great. I hope that I gave you some type of insight, some type of hope, some type of light, some type of I don't know, camaraderie or friendship in this reading, and hope it helps. And talk to you soon, and love ya.